Here we are. Welcome to On Today's Ride. Bit of a different one this. I have just arrived in this beautiful valley where we're preparing for the Bull Hardline, the world's most incredibly crazy downhill mountain biking event in the world. It's a lovely evening. I'm trying to find a flat spot for my van. So I'm going to be sleeping in my van, living in my van for a few days and helping out marshalling at the event. Should be fantastic. Well, it's day one. It's about 6:30 in the morning. Up and out. Go for a little walk, see what's happening. A few of the other boys have turned up. It's the same sort of crew as last year, I think. Forecast for today is good, dry and, well, a little bit windy, which isn't good. Unfortunately, the next 2 days look rather wet and windy, which is a bad combination. The wind is particularly bad because if you're trying to do massive jumps, which these boys were, I think the biggest is like 40 meters, 120 feet or something, you don't want to be in high wind. So actually 90 foot. Let's see what happens. But forecast around here, it can change. Last year we did it in September. I think they moved it to July thinking the weather would be better. Wow, lovely on the hills there. Yeah, so we got composting toilets down in the field there. This is our big tent. We're getting free breakfast this year, so looking forward to that. Breakfast and a briefing in about 30 minutes, so I'm going to use the facilities and see what's happening. Okay, one of the best bits of the site, if you ask me. Composting toilets. Great. So composting toilets, you don't need any chemicals and you don't need any water, so much better. Take a scoop, so there's like sawdust in here. You just take a cup of sawdust, go into the stalls, do your business, and cover it up with a poop scoop of sawdust. Fantastic. And then they've even got a hand wash place here as well this year. So lovely. And what a view. These are the uplift vehicles, old Landies, driving us up the mountain. Pile in. Lost coffee. Oh, look at that, blue skies. That's the start line up there. They'll come barreling down there over those jumps, which I wouldn't want to try. And then this is my setup, Marshall number one today. Bought a deck chair, learned from last year's experience. Going to be sitting around all day, might as well be comfy. And then they come down here, beautiful view off to the left. And then over this rock here, which just, I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but I wouldn't ride that. It's got a camber off to the left when it gets wet, horrible. That little berm they got to hit at the bottom, apparently a couple of them missed that last year, went over the edge. One went into a tree. It's going to be mayhem. It's G. Ooh. Well, it's morning. It's day two. And it's pouring with rain, and it's going to pour with rain all day. So we've got the day off basically. Still get paid, but no one's going to go and ride in this. So that's it. Forecast for the next 2 days doesn't look great either. So we'll just have to see if there's a few windows of opportunity. Well, today's been an absolute washout, day two. At least we were told that last night, and we didn't have to report for duty, so I've just been sitting in the van all day. And it's been pouring, it's been grim, but it has finally stopped raining for 5 minutes, so I'm getting out on the bike, on the gravel, ride up the pass, see what I can see, maybe get a bag of ice from a cool box, probably start raining again. And then tomorrow doesn't look a lot better. But anyway, good to get out. Let's see what it's like further up this pass. Bull Hardline. That's my best pronunciation. It's not an easy one. The pass of the cold door. Last few meters into the car park at the top. Bull Hardline. There best passes in Wales. Yeah, fantastic. You can just see the tops up there, and then in the other direction, Doghead, which is where I'm headed to. So a bit of a downhill now, and then I have to turn around and come and do it all over again the other way. Just about got away with it. Bag of ice. It's 3 Saturday, and the weather's still not playing ball. But anyway, make a little video. So this is the camp. Well, this is the car park. What's incredible is just how many people and how much equipment is involved in putting on this mountain and biking event for 30 people, 30 racers up a mountain. You can see up there is that's one of the parts up there in this valley, a bit in the middle of nowhere. Oh look, the rain's coming in again. just the incredible enterprise. I'll show you. We'll go into the tent where we're hanging out to get out of the rain, which is coming. Oh, it's coming. See just how many people. It's just hundreds of people involved in a mountain bike race. Incredible. Having a little look around my van while we're here, while we're not doing anything. So it's a bit of a slopey field, so I've got her up on rocks, which has worked very well actually. It's not completely level, but it's more level than it was the first night when I was rolling out of bed. Bike's in the front seat. I get a ride in later, and then this is inside. So there's this opens out into a double bed at night, but in the day I just have it up like that so I can sit around. Got the radio, got a double cooker and a sink, big water tank in the back, cupboards with food and stuff, storage underneath, ice box with food in and a bag of ice, and that's it. And yeah, I'm happy in here for a couple of days living. I've done a few weeks before, traveling around, going down to the Tour de France, which I'm going to get on now because they've just started today's stage. Well, Saturday afternoon, we've been sitting around all day waiting for action, and they finally called us out, but the wind is blowing hard. Check out that windsock. It's strong. It's now starting to rain a little bit. Nice view here. I'm right at the bottom of the big jumps, so I don't think they'll be taking those on. 2 90-foot jumps, any sort of crosswinds, swirling winds like that. And then they come from there down through the trees here into the rock garden, and then the big road gap, which would, I have to say, scare the shit out of me. Well, absolutely filthy conditions up here. Winds just blowing a gale, intermittent pouring rain. So that's it for the day. No riding. Try again tomorrow. And more rain. There's the rain just drifting down the valley. Saturday evening, tense, rocking and a rolling. Getting crazy out there.
Yeah, this is what I've been
Very cosy in the van.
Yeah. Well, you might as well get nice and warm now because it's not going to be terribly warm on the hill.
Well, it's race day, yay! And the weather's still appalling. Well, it's not raining at the moment. You can see the water and the waterfalls up here, like yesterday. See the windsocks going a bit crazy. No public on the hill. It's too dangerous to have the public, which is probably a good thing. I'm right in a fantastic position. Look at that, looking down at the 2 biggest jumps, the 90-footers. Not sure they'll take them on, even if the riders come down, but it's good to be out hopefully see a bit of action. So this is the mid part of the course. You can see just up there is the step up, step down, massive jump up, massive jump down. Then they come down through these ferns here, jump onto this called the lily pad, just a little landing pad, and then down. We can walk down, speed ramp, pick up a huge amount of speed to take on the double Bosch as it's now known. See if we can get to the lip of the jump. Oh look, it's bright over there. Still fantastic here. Yeah, and this is the lip of the first of the double jumps. 2 90-foot jumps. Bull Hardline. And that right down there, that's the finishing field, and that is where all the public would be parked if there was public. But they come over the 2 double jumps into the trees there, rock garden, and the fearsome road gap, which I wouldn't do if my life depended on it. Good lad. Race cancelled, heading down the mountain. Driving rain, heavy winds, deep muddy conditions. Wasn't raceable really. Yeah, so race cancelled, real shame that. I mean, you cannot imagine how many people, how much work, how much money must have gone into putting that race up on the mountain. But anyway, that's it. The weather won. It was just too blustery to do the big jumps. Only Bernard Kerr attempted the double 90 this morning. Nobody did the step up, nobody did the step down, and apparently up in the woods in the forest it was just a quagmire. So the riders had a meeting and said, no, we're not racing that, and fair enough. No big surprise. So we're off the mountain, packed up, got my free t-shirt, still get paid, so that's all right. And now back over Bull Hardline and heading into doesn't look too lovely in that direction, does it? Anyway, thanks for joining me on today's Not Ride, and hopefully see you all again on a proper ride. Ciao.